Today, we are going to be doing the build up and the installation of this 2-inch e-bike bike rack sent to me by OutfitR.com. I will put a link in the description so you guys can check them out. But this bike rack will hold 2 bikes. Each tray will hold up to 100 pounds, so a total of 200 pounds. So when there's no bikes on it, you can store it up by your tailgate or your trunk. And then when there are bikes on there and you have to get access to your trunk with ease, you can just drop it down and get that access. The cool thing about this is it will support tires up to 5 inches, so don't worry about your fat bikes, your e-bikes, road bikes, mountain bikes, and even kids bikes. It does have a center post, so it can securely mount. Once your tires are in the tray, it will securely mount either the frame, the top tube, or the seat post, so there's no movement. I'm excited to get this on the back of my car and try it out for a budget-friendly e-bike bike mount. And their motto is buy one, plant one. So every time you support them, they will plant a tree. So follow me with the time lapse as I build this up in my driveway. So now we're going to demonstrate on how easy it is to put the hitch in. It does come with this threaded bolt and the cotter pin to lock it in. So we'll use that with the insulation. Once again, this will only fit 2-inch receivers. We will put this in. Line up the hole. Pretty good there. What we'll want to do is thread this all the way in. After I get this mounted, we'll tighten it down with a wrench, but then you put the cotter pin in and it's installed. What's neat about this is it has a 3-point pivot system with another cotter pin and a bolt. Once you remove that, you can put the rack up against the trunk or your tailgate for easy storage when the bikes are not on. And to drop it down, we'll pull that pin out, bring this out, and here is where you're able to drop it down if you need access to your trunk or tailgate, and then bring it back up. Put that bolt back in, secure it with the cotter pin. And now we are ready to load the bikes. These center arms will come up. When installing this, there are 2 plastic bushings that will go between the metal pieces, so it's not metal on metal. Make sure that you have those in. That way it adds a little bit more stiffness so these aren't flopping around. So here is your metal post. Another thing to mention, just come in closer, I'll show you here. These trays, when you ratchet down, there are arrows, so it will show you which way to go. So make sure that you follow the arrow so it locks both ways. So then you'll ratchet it down, make sure that this is on the wheel. But enough about that. Let's get a bike on and we will show you some tests while we drive around. We're about to load our first bike. I have a heavy dual suspension mountain bike, so I'll take this off. So these slide, they're fully adjustable. They will go up to a 58-inch wheelbase. So once you have that set, you can lock it in, and then next time you put the same bike on, you don't have to worry about adjustments. So let's get this on. This is my large dual suspension mountain bike. We'll have it sit in that front tray and the back. And it looks like I want to perhaps move that back just a little bit so it sits more securely. We'll bring this tray back and we will tighten this bottom tray up. It's got a plastic wing for ease of tightening. We are good to ratchet this on and secure these wheels. So we've got the extra padded rubber on top of the wheel hoop, and then follow that directional arrow down. You'll see that this sits in the tray, nice and secure. Let's go back to the rear tire. Same idea. We'll move this up. We'll come through here, secure this on the wheel to prevent damage. Arrow pointing down, and we'll pull that through. The neat thing about this center arm, it's fully padded. It's got rubber mounts on both sides so it won't damage the frame. This should come up just a little bit. So we'll loosen this mount, slide it up, and you can twist this 360 degrees so you can mount it on your seat post, your top tube. I'm going to have it here on this top tube. I'll ratchet that down, have it secure, rubber on, rubber here. Directional arrow for the strap goes this way. So we will put this through and ratchet it in. So now we have the top mounted. We've got both wheels in the tray, and we'll come around the back side. Here's that little adjustment so you can go up or down. Directional for that strap comes this way. Bring that in, and we are secure. So then we'll have this moved out of the way for the next one, but then you'll have this other center arm depending where you need it to be. We can have that secure that secondary bike. Each bike tray will hold up to 100 pounds. So this is perfect for your e-bikes. It'll hold up to a total of 200 pounds, 100 in the rear one and 100 in the front. So now that we have this loaded, let's get the camera on and we will go for a test and see how secure it is. Stay tuned, let me get in the car. All right, so we are leaving my driveway right now, a bit of a curb drop down, and we'll just take it for a quick spin around the block. We'll be going over some curbs. So let's see how this holds up. Here's a big one here. Pretty big bump, and it's settled down. I'm probably not going to be hitting too many of those rough patches when I'm riding or transporting my bike, so I don't have to worry about too much movement. But we're going through a subdivision, about 20 miles an hour, and it looks to be pretty solid. Doesn't look like there's any, looks like there might be minimal movement, but that's expected. All right, here's another curb that we're going to overland, and it held up well. Very good. So here we are backing up into my driveway, going up that curb again into the incline. And as you can see, it's mounted pretty well. Some small vibrations, but all in all, we are good. And I'm not sure if you noticed that or not, but it does tuck inside, so it's not extending past, the actual rack is not extending past my vehicle, which is fantastic. So now I'm going to mount the camera and we will get this bike off and show you how easy it is to dismount. Stand by. We are back now from that quick test ride. You saw the durability, the stability of this bike rack. Now, in order to get this off, we have 3 straps that we have to undo. Obviously, we have the top strap that is mounted to the bicycle. I will still leave this here as a cradle. We'll take out this front wheel, push it through out of the way. We have the rear one. All you have to do is press the release, get that out, and we'll just remove it straight off the front of the bike rack. And just like that, bicycle is off, you are ready to ride. As simple as putting it back together. And with this, what I like to do is when I'm storing this, I will ratchet these just to keep them from flopping around. We'll do the front and the back. Have that arm secure. We will pull that pin again and then elevate it to that storage position. Push that pin through, almost lined up. Lock it in, and we are good to go. And you'll notice that it's got a pretty low profile, so you don't have to worry about your license plate being blocked in the event of this is out of the way and not being used for bicycles. So this very well could be the perfect e-bike budget-friendly rack for you. Right now it's on sale for $199. It's $100 off. And I would definitely trust my expensive mountain bike on that with the fat tires. I'm running 2.4 inches. These trays will hold at a 5-inch fat bike tire, so no need to worry about will my bike fit or not. If you have any questions, leave them down below. And if I don't have the answers right away, I will reach out to the company and get them to you. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe and happy riding.